Makli Necropolis is one of the largest funerary sites in the world, spread over an area of 10 kilometers near the city of Thatta in the Pakistani province of Sindh. The site houses approximately 500,000 to 1 million tombs built over the course of a 400-year period. Makli Necropolis features several large funerary monuments belonging to royalty, various Sufi saints, and esteemed scholars. The site was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1981. Makli Necropolis is located in the town of Makli, which is located on a plateau approximately 6 kilometers from the city of Thatta, the capital of Lower Sindh until the 17th century. It lies approximately 98 kilometers east of Karachi, near the apex of the Indus River Delta in southeastern Sindh. The site and nearby hills are said to derive their name from a legend in which a Hajj pilgrim stopped at the site and erupted into spiritual ecstasy, declaring the site to be Makkah for him. The Sufi saint Sheikh Hamad Jamali is then said to have named the site Makli, or Little Makkah, after hearing the story of the pilgrimage. The Sufi saint, poet and scholar Sheikh Jamali established a khanqa or Sufi gathering site at Makli and was eventually buried there. The 14th century Sama ruler Jam Tamachi venerated the saint and wished to be interred near the saint, beginning the tradition of using Makli as a funerary site. The site rose to prominence as a major funerary site during the rule of the Sama dynasty, who had made their capital near Thatta. The most architecturally significant tombs at the site date from around the time of the Mughal era between 1570 and 1640 CE. The impressive royal mausolea are divided into two major clusters. Those from the Sama period form their own cluster, while those from the Tarkhan, Arghun and Mughals periods are clustered together. Arghun, Tarkhan and Mughal cluster. The tomb of Isa Khan Tarkhan I, who ruled from 1554 to 1565, represents a departure from the funerary architecture of the Samas. The tomb features a distinctively new cenotaph style and is laid out in a rectangular shape with its inner walls entirely covered with Quranic verses. The tomb also has an area dedicated for the graves of 5 of his royal ladies. The mausoleum of Isa Khan Hussain II Tarkhan, died 1651, features a 2-story stone building with cupolas and balconies. The tomb is said to have been built during Isa Khan's lifetime. Upon completion, legend states that Isa ordered the hands of the craftsmen to be cut off so that they would not be able to make another monument to rival his own. The tomb of Jan Beg Tarkhan, who died 1600, is an octagonal brick structure whose dome is covered in blue and turquoise glazed tiles. Pavilion or canopy tombs, chhatri, maqbara or umbrella tomb, are another typical Indo-Islamic architectural feature, as well as enclosure tombs. The Mughal period is represented by many tombs on the southern side of the necropolis, including the mausoleum of Mirza Jani and Mirza Ghazi Beg, that of Nawab Shurfa Khan, the enclosure of Mirza Baqi Beg Uzbek and of Mirza Jan Baba, as well as the impressive restored tomb of Nawab Isa Khan Tarkhan the Younger. The funerary architecture of the largest monuments synthesizes Muslim, Hindu, Persian, Mughal, and Gujarati influences. In the style of Lower Sindh that became known as the Chaukhandi style, named after the Chaukhandi tombs near Karachi. The Chaukhandi style came to incorporate slabs of sandstones that were carefully carved by stonemasons into intricate and elaborate designs. The earliest tombs displayed 3 to 6 slabs of stones stacked on top of one another into the shape of a small pyramid, evolving funerary architecture then incorporated small plinths. By the 15th century, decorated rosettes and circular patterns began to be incorporated into the tombs. More complex patterns and Arabic calligraphy with biographical information of the interred body then emerged. Later, larger monuments dating from later periods included corridors and some designs inspired by cosmology. Pyramidal structures from the 16th century feature the use of minarets topped with floral motifs in a style unique to tombs dating from the Turkic Tarkhan dynasty. Structures from the 17th century at the Lilo Sheikh part of the cemetery feature large tombs that resemble Jain temples from afar, with prominent influence from the nearby region of Gujarat. Several of the large tombs feature carvings of animals, warriors, and weaponry, a practice uncommon to Muslim funerary monuments. Later, tombs at the sites are sometimes made entirely of brick with only a sandstone slab. Sama cluster. Sama clusters, tombs dating from the Sama dynasty, are clustered together in a 5-acre section at the northern end of the necropolis. The Sama were Rajput princes who seized control of Thatta in 1335. Sama tombs are strongly influenced by Gujarati styles and incorporate Muslim and Hindu decorative elements. The tomb of the King Jam Nizamuddin II, completed in 1510, is an impressive square structure measuring 11.4 meters on each side. It was built of sandstone and decorated with floral and geometric medallions. The cuboid shape of the tomb may be inspired by the Kaaba in Makkah. Its dome was never built, thus leaving the interior exposed to the elements.